Thanks for joining us here at Functional Bliss, where Audra and Jessica will guide you through exercises and wellness techniques to help you live your best life every day. It's in the name after all, Functional Bliss. Before you do anything else, click like and subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know whenever we put up a new video. To join our Blissful Gang for live Zoom classes where you can get more direct suggestions and encouragement, go to our website and sign up. Check the class description below for any equipment needs, grab your gear, and let's get started.
All right, we are ready to get started with our class today. Go ahead and find some space. Start swinging your arms side to side, loosening up a little bit. As always, checking in with your body, seeing how you feel today. And set an intention for yourself to just meet yourself wherever you are this morning. If it's a little cold and you're maybe a little stiff and warm up a little slower, that's okay. But if you're feeling good, go ahead and start lifting the heel, turning a little further, a little faster, letting the arms fly a little more. We might spend a few extra moments warming up today since it is pretty chilly for most of us. But at some point, we're gonna stop and bring everything back to center and start into our once you feel good through your shoulders, through your side body, getting everything moving a little bit, we're going to switch to that forward reach. Beautiful. A couple more here. And then bringing everything back into center. Some nice big hip circles. And then go the other way. And then bring everything back in, come into that high knee march. We're gonna finish with this one nice and active, get ourselves good and warmed up before we start picking up anything even a little heavy. Beautiful, couple more. All right, bringing it in, we're gonna start with a light to medium weight. We're gonna do some squats, but we're gonna add in a front raise. So we're making it a full body exercise. So as you squat back, feet out, toes forward, raise right up to the front, just to shoulder height. Sort of like a kettlebell swing, but a little slower. Here we go. Really gonna target our shoulders, as well as our lower body. With a kettlebell swing, you're really getting momentum going, but with these, you're using a slower, more controlled movement to focus on the front of the shoulders. Keep breathing. And at any time, if you're like, ooh, squats, I usually go heavy, but that front raise, I might need to go a little lighter. Put the weights down, grab a lighter weight, or just do it with no weight at all. 15 seconds to go. Almost there, you got it. And time. Nice work. All right, from here, we're gonna go into a little brain work as well as body work. So we're gonna do 3 things all together. We're gonna do a step back to a reverse lunge, and then as we come forward into a knee lift, then go to the other leg, alternating side to side. Here we go. I know it's a lot of thinking. Hopefully you had your coffee. Reverse lunge with the curl, come forward to the knee lift. Beautiful. You may notice that I'm actually doing a half curl. You can do a half or a full, up to you. I've been focusing on that central bicep muscle for the peak. So I'm targeting that today. But if you're looking for the overall long, lean arm look, do the full curl. 10 seconds to go. And time. Nice job. All right, from here, we're gonna do something a little easier, sort of. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift. So you're gonna have the weight in one hand, the other leg is gonna stay where it is, and you're gonna step back, toe down, as you come all the way up and down. So you're just tapping the toe to help with your balance. Here we go. Really puts the focus on that standing leg, firing up the glutes and the hamstrings. Really getting your whole posterior chain going. $20 seconds to go. Keeping that nice bend in that front leg. And keeping a nice flat back. Time. Excellent work. Of course, now we got to do the other side. So switch sides, get in position, and here we go. Beautiful. Remember, we're just tapping that toe back to help with balance. So we're doing essentially a modified single leg deadlift. Beautiful. Looking good. You're over halfway there already. Keep breathing. Five seconds to go. You got it. And time. Nice. All right. From here, we're going to come back to our knee lift, but this time we're going to do it with an overhead press. So racking the weight on our shoulders. We're going to go knee lift, put it down into overhead press, go to the other side. Now, if you have one single weight like a kettlebell, you can do it with two hands doing it that way as well. Here we go. One weight or two, whatever you prefer. Pulling it down in nice and tight. As you lift that knee, So you're getting that good core engagement while you're working differently on your shoulders than we did with those front raises. Beautiful, deep breath. Exhale as you push up. Almost there. And time. All right, for the last one, you might want to go to a lighter weight. We're going to do a row plus a fly. So if flies are your nemesis like they are mine, grab those light weights. Nice flat back, pulling it up to your waist, and then bringing it out for that big hug. Here we go. Pulling it into the waist, and then flying it out. Making sure you keep that soft bend in your elbows the whole time. Beautiful, looking good. This one is a 1-2 punch for your back, targeting slightly different areas, a lot of muscles back there. So it takes more than one exercise to get them all. 10 seconds to go. Time. Nice job. That is the end of your first set. Go grab some water, and then we have 2 more sets to go. All right, bringing it back in, getting ready for our squat with our front raise. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Squatting it back, raising it up. Remember, we're not turning it into a kettlebell swing here. We're focusing on our slow and controlled movements to really work the front of the shoulders. Perfect. You guys look fantastic. Now, if you're doing a chair version, you can do the sit to stand with the front raise, or you can just do the front raise. Up to you. I like the sit to stand with the front raise because it helps me still work on my lower body strength. It gives me that little rest break. And time. Up next, we have our 3-parters. So, just to review, reverse lunge with half curl or full curl into the knee lift, switching sides. If you are doing the chair version, you'll bring your legs out nice and wide, step back, and then lift the knee. Helps you work on that hip mobility and your core strength at the same time. You may be thinking, well, how much do I need to step back for that lunge in the chair position or the standing position? I don't care. Any hit that you step back that doesn't hurt you is going to help target those muscles and work on your mobility and balance. So do what feels right for you without causing any pain. Time. All right. going from here into the deadlift. So grab one weight. Now, if you're doing the standing version and you want to progress it, you can go all the way to the single deadlift where you lift a leg off the floor. Up to you if you want to do that or stick with that toe back. If you're doing the floor version, I'll show you how we do that. Here we go. So if you're doing it in a chair, you can do no leg involvement at all, single leg, right down the middle, nice and slow. Or you can add that tap back with the opposite leg, scooting a little more forward, and you're gonna come still right down the middle, moving that leg back and forth to increase the hip mobility. Halfway there. Looking good, guys. Whatever version you're doing, keep doing it. You look amazing. Almost there. And time. Nice. Now, of course, we have to do the other side. So switch it up. And here we go. Sometimes you got to play with your positioning a little bit in the chair, especially. But even when you're just doing the standing version, if it doesn't feel right, that's okay. Change it up. Keep working with it until you find what works for your body. Halfway done. Five seconds to go. And time. All right, here we go with that overhead press and the knee lift. So again, one weight or two. I'm gonna mix it up, grab my heavier weight for just a single. And here we go. The chair version of this is exactly the same. Press it up, crunch it in. Beautiful. I had to tell you, I started out chilly this morning. I am not cold anymore. Halfway there. Taking it nice and slow. Always keeping that soft bend in the elbows. Working up a little bit of a sweat, maybe. Maybe not, it might be too cold for that where you are. Either way, you're doing great. Breathing. And time. All right, last we have the row plus the fly. Remember, we're pulling it into our waist. We've already targeted our shoulders a lot. Here we go. Nice flat back. The chair version, again, it's exactly the same. Row it up, fly it out. The only additional thing to be aware of in the chair is to push your weight back into your heels so that you're keeping the muscles in your legs active. Not forgetting about them. Halfway there. Almost done. You got this. Time. Excellent work. All right, go grab some water. That is the end of set number 2. All right, choosing what's right for you, seated or standing. And as always, it's your last set. You've done a lot of work already. So make the assessment. For your weights from here, you don't have to do the same as you did before. Grab whatever's going to be right for you for that squat. And here we go. Sit to stand, or just a regular squat with the front raise. Breathe in. Now, if you're showing up on YouTube for the chair version, that second set's going to have it for you. You can just rewind and do that set again. Almost there. Time. Up next, we have that reverse lunge into the knee lift with the half curl. Lots of things going on there. Grab your weights. Here we go. So, curl, knee lift, putting it all together. Beautiful. Told you you're going to work your brain a little bit with this one. Halfway done. Looking good, gang. Almost there. Time. All right, grab the weight that's right for you for that deadlift. Tap the toe back, single lift, or chair version. Here we go. Halfway done. Beautiful. Almost there. I can feel the work in my standing leg for sure. Time. All right. Switching sides. And here we go. If you want to progress to the single leg with the lift, but you're not sure if you have the balance, have a chair nearby so that if you do start to tip over, get a little weeble wobble, you just put that hand right out there to steady you. And then when you're ready, you can try it without that hand, but still with the chair thereby, in case you need it. 15 seconds to go. Almost there. And time. All right, up next, we have our overhead press with our knee lift. Grab the weight that's right for you. And here we go. Press it up, crunch it in, lifting the knee, working the abs, the back, the glutes, really the quads and hamstrings too. And of course, the shoulders with that overhead press. Over halfway done already. You and Bon Jovi. Time. All right, last up, the row plus the fly. Grab those weights, get that nice flat back, and here we go. Soft bend in the knees, pushing your tush back, helping to flatten the back. And again, pulling the weights into the waist on the row, not into the armpit. Because honestly, we've already worked that part of the body. We need to target a little different spot right now. 20 seconds to go. Almost there. Time. Beautiful. That is the end of your third set. Go grab some more water and then we'll come back and do our final stretch. All right, bringing it back in for that stretch. Feet hip width apart. Taking a nice deep breath. Bring the arms up overhead. And then do a little side bend to one side. Coming back to center, going to the other side. Coming back to center and then fold all the way forward. If you're like me and your glasses fall off, just go ahead and take them off, let them be done. Take a moment, let everything soften down, and then big bend in the knees, roll all the way up, nice and slow, and roll those shoulders down and back 3 times. Arms all the way up. We're gonna do those side bends again. Go to the other side. Back to center. This time we're going to add just a little back bend, whatever feels good in your body. And then folding all the way forward, letting everything hang down nice and loose. Maybe adding a little bop in if you like this song. And then with a big bend in your knees, roll all the way up. And this time the shoulders are going to go forward 3 times. Let those shoulders settle down and back. Bring your feet out apart. And then you're gonna take your arms out nice and wide, like a big star, and reach opposite hand to opposite foot. Maybe even turn and look up a little. And then come right back up to center. And then go to the other side. Maybe looking up a little if that feels good for you. And then coming right back up to center. This time taking both hands, reaching down, and then bend the opposite knee and kind of push into the stretch a little. More breath here. And then walk your hands through the middle to the other side. And then again, bend the back knee, pushing into the stretch just a little, just until you feel a good stretch through the back and the inside of your leg. One more breath. And then back through the middle. Big bend in the knees, and again, roll all the way up. Settle those shoulders down and back. And then we're just gonna finish off with my favorite shoulder stretch. Maybe a little more bopping around, if you like the song. One more breath. And then release and go to the other side. And release. You are all done. Thank you so much for coming out today. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you on Thursday.